Okay.
Let's start again.
Alright.
We'll do it live! Fuck it! Do it live!
Welcome to Mouthpiece, episode 90, year 3. Today we're going to talk about opening weekend, the NFL, some college football today, UFC tonight, my shitty week so far in poker. Tough week all the way around, but things are looking up. The Mouthpiece is next. What up, everybody? Hope you're all having a good weekend. I woke up late today. I missed the Alabama-Texas game. Is Texas that good or Alabama not as good? Because Alabama needed a late field goal to win, and Texas lost their All-American starting quarterback in the first quarter. So what does that tell you? If they had their quarterback, would they have won easily? Who knows? Just watched Appalachian State upset Texas A&M. The SEC, besides Georgia, doesn't look that strong so far. Who knows? Anyways, another tough week for me in poker. I'm in the verge of losing 2 out of 3 weeks after only losing 1 week in 43. It's been, I haven't played that much, but I just been going sideways, just not making many hands, and taking a lot of beats. And the one thing I've learned over the years is when you're taking beats and things aren't going your way, you just kind of take the loss and you try and move on to the next day, which is kind of what I've done. 2 days ago, I literally, as you know, if you follow me on Twitter, I put out a Twitter poll. Which beat you think I took or won? And as it ended up, the correct answer was, if you saw my Twitter poll, was King 7 board. I flopped sevens full. I was sitting 12-5 deep. It was a bomb pot. Ended up being a $27,500 pot. King 7, I had pocket sevens. The Razor bet real big on the flop. I knew he had a king, so I raised him. We get it all in. He had king jack. I had sevens full. In our game, we run it twice, and it comes jack on the first board, king on the second board to get scooped for a 27K pot. And I lost 13K in the pot. I end up losing 9,800 on the day, and I'm 9,400 loser for the week. We have tonight, and tomorrow. I'm not sure how much I'm going to play. Hopefully I'll bounce back and somehow get a winning week. I see Brandon asking me about 52 social. Now, I was supposed to touch on that last week. I forgot to touch on it. So this is what's going on with me in Texas. And these are just the facts. Anybody want to tell you any differently, they are lying to you. So I basically had the money together to purchase 52 social. I was waiting till the end of the World Series because a lot of my people that had put up the money for it had decided that they wanted to wait till the end of the World Series. When the World Series came to an end, as you guys all know, I was very, very devastated with my condition of Flash. 3 days, he had the first stroke 2 weeks into the series, and then he had a retinal hemorrhage on Thursday, 3 days before the series ended. At that time, the doctor told me that Flash had 2 weeks to live. I told the people with 52 social that I am going to need at least 3 weeks, maybe to the 1st of September, to close the deal on the situation, because I wasn't going to leave Flash or fly out to Austin to finalize the deal and leave him by himself. It was just that was just basically it. And people involved in us making the deal decided they were going to be jerk-offs and say, well, if I don't come out right now, the deal's off. And one of the persons even told me, well, what are you going to do if Flash is alive in a year? You're just going to blow off this deal? And it was to me, it was very standoffish. It was very uncaring. And I didn't want to do business with people that if they're going to be like that over my cat that I've had for 21 years, do I really want to be in business with these people? So basically, I told them all they could either wait till September 1st or they could go fuck themselves. And as you guys know, Flash passed away on September 2nd. I mean, the doctors, they knew what Flash had. They knew how much he had to live. And I felt that it was very, very hurtful to me that I was put under all this pressure to get this deal done while Flash was sick. I wasn't going to leave Flash. They didn't want to wait 3 weeks, then fuck it. So the 3 week, they decided that they told me they wanted to go a different direction. They didn't want to sell me the place anymore, and which is fine. I didn't give a fuck. And the hypocrisy and all the things that went on were really not kosher in my book. I was very, very upset of how everything went on, and they're gonna say, well, Mike said he was gonna send us the money on this day, and he kept putting it off. Well, sorry, the World Series came first, and my cat came first, so it wasn't meant to be. I wish the people who bought it with lots of luck. But it's so funny. So part of the sale, I don't really want to badmouth what happened at 52 Social, but part of the sale was we had to get the owner out because everybody in Texas despised him. Nobody wanted to come in and work for him. All the people that had their games there, they pulled their games out, and they said they refused to bring them back until the owner is gone. Yet those people that pulled the games out, plus a couple other people, decided to pool their money together and give this guy a pretty substantial amount of money and let him own still 54%. I wasn't in the mood for working for somebody that, or putting any money up, where a guy who everybody in Texas and at 52 hated to work for, and then bust my ass, build it into a juggernaut and give him 50% of our profits. If they wanted to do that, that's fine. I reached out. I made my last pitch to him. He pretty much decided to not go with me, and so now a bunch of poker players are running it. Good luck to them. I think that things happen for a reason. I am still all in on opening a poker room in Texas. I have lots of connections out there. I don't know where it's going to be, but 52 Social, which was definitely all in to the very end, decided to fall through because, to me, it's because of their lack of empathy for my cat. And they're like, well, what are you going to do? We have this all. No, it doesn't work that way. If you want to be partners with me, you're going to put up money with me, and you're going to give me an ultimatum why my cat of 20 years is sick, you could go fuck yourself. So I took it personally, and I even reached out after Flash died, and they wanted to go their own way. So exactly, I don't need to do business with people like that. You guys so I quit smoking pot 23 days ago, when I used to smoke pot just to go to sleep. It helped me with my pain. The last 2 times I had quit for 30 days, I got back on because the pain was so bad. Now I am dealing with a lot of pain again. I don't believe it's a coincidence that every time I quit smoking pot that I'm in pain. The reason why I quit is because of, all the meds that I'm on, and you add that with smoking pot, I just got sick of being so brain dead, and it really bothered me a lot. So I had to make a decision whether I wanted to quit smoking pot and hope and be in pain, or smoke pot and be brain dead. I thought maybe I had a way of controlling the pain. It hasn't been good, so I'm gonna wait. Last 2 times I quit for 30 days. I started back on the 31st day. I'm at 21 right now. I'm gonna try and go 60 days. If the pain is just beyond excruciating, I'll just get back on, smoke a pot at night, sleep, and go from there. But for right now, I'm trying to kind of better myself. I'm on these opioids I take 3 times a day. I really would like to get off of as many meds as I can that my body allows to hold up. So I really haven't been playing much poker. I've been focusing more on myself. I did play this week one day. I was really playing good, running good. I had aces 3 times, kings twice, 10s 4 times, and I was up around 3,600 when I flopped the 7s full against king jack, and we run it twice in our game, and he hit jack on the first board, king on the second. So that was probably the worst beat I've taken in 2 years for 27,000. So it's been a little bit rough, and when it's a little bit rough, I do the opposite of what I used to do. So the old me used to play when losing, and the new Mike is play when winning, and take your small losses and go to the next day. So that's really what I've been working on. So I played twice this week. I won one day, took a loss the other. Game's been pretty decent. I really wish the outcomes to be a little bit better. I thought I played pretty darn good that day, and I was actually down like 13-5. I ended up losing like 9,800. But I could have kept playing, but I don't know. The funny part is I was in a lot of pain, and I made an announcement that I'm quitting. I don't want to quit, but I was up like $400, and I was literally the last hand I was dealt in, where I get dealt pocket 7s on the button and flop 7s full. So pretty unlucky for me there. Let's see. So that's what's going on in poker. So let's go. Week 1 of the NFL tomorrow. We on the Mouthpiece are going to give out our pick of the week every week as our number 1 pick of the week, and we're going to see how we do. The Mouthpiece is going to be probably run Thursday afternoon, but it might be run on Saturdays. It's going to be Thursdays or Saturdays. Probably won't be Friday. So we're going to give a pick of the week every week. Danny has improved a lot of our software for our guests. So we're going to basically kind of be doing a reset and really working back hard with on the podcast. I'm going to have a lot more guests. We're going to talk about lots of different things. As you know, for a while we had guests, it was structured, we had picks of the week, we had phone calls. We're going to try and go back to that structure as much as we can, and that's what we have going forward. Let's see what else is going on. So as you guys know, I quit betting sports. I'm once in a while I'll bet 500, 1,000 on a game. I think last year I bet 5 games on the whole season. Plus, I like betting the playoffs for like 500 or 1,000. But I signed up with in contest. I got 3 Circa contests, 3 Westgate contests, and 6 suicides at the Circa. And that is where I'm at right now. Now, I have all my contests filled in except for 2 Westgates. I've done all 3 of the Circas and all the suicides. I got 2 more Westgates that are due by 9 o'clock tonight. I have got 3. Let's see. So we are on these Westgate contests, these 2 more. We have settled in on, and I kind of agree with them. One of my partner really, really likes the Bears. I like the other side. He's sharp. I'm an idiot. So, but I definitely like the Vikings. I like Seattle, and I like the Raiders. What I'm going to do is I'll let you guys who call me in, or you could put in this chat here, the 2 games you guys like the best. And what I'll end up doing is the ones you guys like the best, I'll end up checkering because the public knows nothing. And that'll be our other 2 picks in the Westgate contest this week. So I always wanted to play the Westgate contest. I always felt I was, that even though I'm not a very good sports bettor, I'm always pretty sharp when it comes to picking. I'm a really bad bettor. I tilt. I do a lot of bad things. So, the fights are tonight. I didn't bet. I'll probably bet all the dogs like I did last week. 2 weeks ago, I bet 500 on the 4 dogs, and I got bailed out by the guy that was 3-1 dog. They got the knockout in the 5th of the last one. So, basically, first week of the NFL, you got 6 contest picks. You kind of spread them out and hope you go 4-1 or 5-0 on a few of them, and then you take that one and you really focus on it. But there's so much variance. 11 road favorites this week in the NFL is pretty crazy. You're right. It takes a lot of discipline, and I don't have that. That's why I don't bet sports anymore. So Michael K., you asked about opening poker coaching online. I don't know if you noticed, I put out a tweet. I said, why do poker players want to open teaching sites and tell everybody their secrets? And I got a lot of backlash, especially from Berkey. I even got some from Daniel, where I said there's no money to be made in teaching poker. There just really isn't. I mean, I had an online site. We had Deep Stacks teaching site. It was life and death to get people to sign up. We had modules. We had everything. We had Deep Stacks Live. There's a few people making money selling poker, but let me ask you this. For the amount of time to really put out a lot of good content on teaching poker, I mean, what are you really going to make? I mean, can you make $2 million? I had Daniel's like, well, I made $4 million on Masterclass. Well, he doesn't have a poker teaching site. He got paid by the Masterclass people to, sell his Masterclass. God bless him. He's one person. He's Daniel. You know what I mean? But a lot of people have always asked me, and I've thought about it, is like, will I open up a teaching site to teach Omaha 8 or better and Pot Limit Omaha 8 or better? And it's something that I've literally considered. But then I have to ask myself, how much money will I make selling my secrets to Omaha 8 and PLO 8? I enter a Pot Limit Omaha 8 or better tournament, and I'm down to the last 3 tables in 80% of them. If everybody understood what I understood about Omaha 8 or better, what's the downside for me? Okay, so yeah, I've missed for 2 years in a row. I haven't final tabled one of the 4 Omaha 8s. After 9 years in a row, I final tabled one, but I still made the last 3 tables of 2 of them. And do I really want to give my secrets out of Omaha 8 or better tournament play? If I thought I could make 500,000, I probably would, and maybe I could, But like an overall, I got a lot of blowback about it. It is like really, how many people that are crushing tournament poker are teaching, Ask yourself that. I love Jonathan Little's site. I think he does a great job teaching. He has a lot of good people that work for his site, and he's done well. But, what do Doug Polk, he's upswing, he's done well. Phil Galfond, he's done well, but that's 3 people. There's hundreds of thousands of poker players, so I took a lot of blowback for saying the only people that are out there teaching people how to play poker are people that can't really play poker, or they have big egos, one of the two. I do like Berkey's setup, Poker Out Loud, but Berkey teaches poker a completely different way than I think about poker. And so we kind of clash a little bit about that, but I do think it's when you're talking out loud, what your thoughts are is really kind of high end, but really, I mean, when you want to teach people how to play poker, you want to teach people how to go from being a losing poker player to a break-even poker player. That's all you want to teach them how to do, and you want them to learn the rest of their way. When you're going out of your way to teach people what your high-end thoughts are about every decision you make, you're giving out too many secrets. I think completely different than most people, and I consistently win. So I do like Jaffe's video the other day where they're talking about, a 40% bet size. What is he thinking? How much this and how much this and what percent bet sizing should he go? Like, who thinks like that? Like, I sit there, they bet, I call, I fucking get a feel for where they're at. I make a decision on the turn. I don't sit there and think, well, he has 16 combos of this and 14 combos of this and 13 combos of this. And no, I fucking decided whether he has it or he doesn't. I don't know. Like he said, just play poker, You just play fucking poker. Just stop with the fucking this fucking many outs and this fucking combos and this fucking bullshit. Just play fucking poker. Play instincts, play the game, enjoy the game. Don't sit there and run like a fucking AI mathematician in your head every fucking decision. It's fucking stupid and it's fucking retarded. Anyways, so like I said, I'm in 3 Circa contests, 3 Westgate contests. I'll let you know what my picks are. My Circa contest picks are, let me see what I did put in here. Let's see. All right, hold on a second. Okay, let's see. Let me see what my picks are. So, my 3 circuit contest picks are Da-dun-dun-dun-dun. Entry number 1. Here it is. The 3 Circa contest picks are the Ravens -7, the Panthers -1.5, the Bears +7, the Colts -7, and the Chiefs -6. Now we went a little bit chalky on this one card, and only have one dog in the Bears. And then we mixed them up again. That's why we have 6 entries to try and win one. On pick number 2, we went with the Falcons +5.5, the Panthers -1.5, the Vikings +1.5, the Cowboys +2.5, and the Seahawks +6.5. By the way, as much as I hate Seattle this year and I have them under season total, I think them +6.5 in week 1 at home is probably our best bet. In the Circa number 3 pick, we've gone with the Bears +7, the Chiefs -6, the Giants +6, the Cowboys +2.5, and Seattle +6.5. So those are my Circa picks. I got 2 more Westgates to fill out. Let me see where my Westgates are. Let's see. I don't know if I even have. I don't know. It might be in the other room, but I filled out. I remember what my one Westgate is. So let's see. So far, my one Westgate, I went Falcons +5.5, the Niners -7, the Raiders +3.5, the Giants +5.5, and the Cowboys +2.5. That's one of them. I have two Westgate contests left to pick. I'll let you guys tell me who you guys like and your 2 favorite picks of the week, and then I'll checker them and put them in as my other 2 picks, because the public's never right. But I shouldn't say that. Weeks 1 and 2, the public's usually right a lot. I think they do it on purpose. I've never known a bookie that didn't get crushed the first 2 weeks. Anyways, I want to make this an early show. I want to watch the late game at 5 o'clock, so let's take some phone calls.
The Mouthpiece.
If you'd like to take part in our phone call segment, you can give us a call at 702-329-0480. And if you're a snowflake or a pussy and you don't want to talk to me, you can email me at mouthpiecepodcast@gmail.com. Also, follow me at the Mouth Matiso on Twitter for times that our call-in segment will be live.
702-329-0480. Give me a call. It's the weekend, NFL, opening weekend. Tell me who you like. Tell me what you want to talk about. I think I'm missing something. A lot of things going on this weekend. There's WPT. I heard you guys talking about. I don't know where the fuck's that. They have a WPT every week. The WPT at the bike I missed. I was supposed to go down for that, but Flash was still alive, and I didn't want to leave him. And as you see, he passed away literally the day after the WPT ended in the bike. So I knew it was getting close, and I just didn't want to leave him. He might have passed away while I was gone, and I couldn't have lived with that. So 702-329-0480. Give me a call. Let me know who you like this week in the NFL. We're going to do our pick of the week every week. My pick of the week this week is my number one pick of the week is Seattle +6.5 at home on Monday Night Football. A lot of people will say, well, Russell Wilson's out for revenge against Seattle team that's not very good. That's true. That's if you think Denver's as good as they all say they are. I don't think they're that good. laying almost a touchdown on the road. Seattle, I have them under as one of my best plays. We made 3 futures: Seattle under 6, Niners over 9.5, and Cincinnati over 9.5 for $5K each. So I'm big on Seattle not winning many games, but I do believe this will be the game that they play their hardest, and I just don't think Denver's 6.5 points better than anybody on the road. So we'll see if I'm right or wrong. I mean, Geno Smith is not very good. So that's my number 1 pick of the week. I won't be betting it because I don't bet, but I am in 3. I'm in 3 Circas, 3 Westgates, 6 Survivors, and my poker group that we do, 1,000 buy-in, 1,500 buy-in for the pick'ems, and you pick 10 games. You can pick them 1 through 10, and also Survivor. I'm in that. Also, I haven't filled that out yet. Now, our survivors are all in. So, 702-329-0480. Give me a call. We'll shoot the shit. We can talk about that great, who you guys like in the U.S. Open. That was a great 5-set yesterday. It was good. Let's see. Okay, so my survivor picks. What are my survivor picks? Now these aren't just me, by the way. I have 2 partners because I'm an idiot. You don't think that I could actually pick football. So I got 2 partners in these, and we are so basically we have 6 suicides, 6. So we're going. We have 2. We're each picking 2 cards. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, 39. So my survivor is. Let's see what we got. Come on, dumb fucking shit. Sorry, guys. I'm fucking. You know me. I'm fucking stupid. Why won't this fucking thing work? Why won't this thing work? There we go. Our survivor picks. What's our survivor picks for the week? Dun, 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 dun. The Circa Survivor. We faded San Francisco this week. Okay, so our survivor pick is Ravens. Let's see, that's our first pick. Number 2 survivor pick is Colts. Number 3 survivor pick is Bengals. Number 4 survivor pick is Saints. Number 5 survivor pick is Chiefs. And number 6 survivor pick, I think, is Baltimore again. Ravens, right? Ravens. That's it. Those are our 6 survivors. I hope my next cat lives to be 20. I have 4 other cats. 2 are 12, 1 is 11, and 1 is 2. They all have crazy personalities, but none of them are like Flash. You know, Flash was, he is a special cat. He really was a special cat. 702-329-0480. If none of you motherfuckers want to call in and talk to me, I'll just fucking go watch football. I don't give a shit. Like I said, we are going to be having a guest every week. We are going to be having our pick of the week every week. We're going to have a pick of the week segment. Right now, we don't have a pick of the week segment, so I just threw out my pick of the week. It's Seattle plus 6.5. It's funny. Me, Mark Gregorich, and Phil are doing the good, the bad, and the Helmuth, and this last week, Phil put out Cincinnati at 6.5. Mark put out Frisco at -7, and my pick of the week all week and for the last 2 weeks was Buffalo on Thursday. But I had to listen to a talking head tell me that 4 Super Bowl winners that opened as a home dog in week one were 4-0 straight up against the spread. And so I switched sides to the Rams, and as you see, Buffalo destroyed them. So that's why I don't bet sports, because I get influenced very easily. The sports betting stuff is... Oh, I know the sports is is really kind of less entertaining, But you guys don't want to talk, much with the politics. There ain't much politics going on this week, anyways. So that's why I really didn't talk much politics. There's nothing really. Oh, the Queen passed away. That's sad. Pretty amazing. 73 years, 7 decades. I heard a stat that the Queen ruled England 30% of the entire history of the United States. So not only was she alive 96 years, but she literally ruled England for 1/3 the lifespan of the United States. That's unbelievable. You know what I mean? It really is. It's really unbelievable. Okay, yeah, I knew there's something I wanted to talk to you all about. So the WSOP online starts today. I'm going to stream some of them. The only reason why I don't stream, I would stream them all, but whenever I sit up here in this desk for more than a couple hours, I'm just in terrible pain. So it's one of the reasons why I don't, or else I would stream all of them. So, but yeah, I'm going to stream these. Oh, we got a call. Good. Welcome to the Mouthpiece. This is Mike. What the fuck was that? What's up? You there?
Yeah, hi, Mike. It's Daniel calling from Mexico.
Hey, buddy. How are you, man?
I'm very good. Sorry to hear about your cat Flash. What a trooper!
What a trooper, huh? I mean, he really he hung in there. They said, listen, he had a stroke the second week of the series, and the doctor said he probably had 2 weeks to live, and then he made it all the way to the end of this 3 days before the series ended. Then he had a retinal hemorrhage, and the doctor said there's no way he lives more than another 2 weeks, and then he lived another 7. So basically, he lived 10 extra weeks more than the doctor said he was capable of living. So it was a pretty sad ending. I mean, it was really sad what happened. I mean, he had a stroke late at night, and then things just didn't go very well. So, I had a tough week. I had a lot of good days and a lot of bad days. You start looking at pictures and videos, and you get a little bit upset. But it's it is what it is. Gotta live life.
It sounds like you gave him a good life, and you made him a little bit of a star.
Yeah, I mean, he was a star on the show. Everybody loved him, and at least they got to see him a couple weeks before he passed, and there'll never be another cat like him. I've been debating about getting a 5th cat. I love cats so much, and I did a lot of reading, and a lot of them say that you just need to let some time heal. So I'm going to stick with the 4 that I have right now for a while, and I do want to get. I'm looking to get a cat with personality. Flash had the personality from the day he was born. he was meowing. He came running out from underneath my bed where his mom and the 6 kittens were, and he'd be like, meow, meow, and he'd come out and then run back on and be with his mom, and he'd meow, meow. And then my friend Kevin's like, you should keep him. And I go, what do I name him? And then he said, Flash. I go, why? He goes, because he's gone in a flash, because he used to just pew, in and out. And that cat used to sneak out of the house and jump over walls. He was something, boy. I mean, I saved so many birds and mice's lives. He's a murderer. I mean, he was a true murderer. He probably murdered tens of thousands of living things. That cat was a murderer. But, he was a good cat.
Well, I was looking up on Google or Yahoo or something. What was smarter, cats or dogs? And apparently, dogs are much smarter than cats.
Yeah, my brother sent me that, and I was a little bit shocked because to me, yeah, dogs are smart, but the cats are. So if you take my 4 cats that I have right now, they're all pretty fucking stupid. I mean, one of them's okay, and Woody's okay, but they don't. They're not like Flash that listen to everything, and you call him, he came, he pretty much did whatever. But cats are pretty smart. I mean, the fact that they're able to the God-given to clean themselves, clean the other cats, know where a litter box is. They talk to you when they need something. Cats are pretty smart, but just cats get a bad rap because there's so many bad cats,
I think a smart dog is like a 3-year-old person, and a smart cat's like a 2-year-old person. So there's not much difference. They got a long to go to catch up to most of us.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I'm looking at these WSOP online bracelets events today. There's a $400 one that just started. You get 20,000 in chips, and they're at 81.60 going 100, 200 in 10 minutes. 28,000 prize for first. There was only 326 people. I guess they'll get like 500. Maybe I'll play that later. I don't know.
I wish you'd stream it because I love watching you play on these events.
I love streaming them. The problem is the pain I'm in sitting in the chair for so long. And I did get this new chair. I don't know how it's going to be. No, if it was up to me, if I wasn't in pain, I would stream them all and we'd have a good time. But what it is it's not just. I don't know if it's just the sitting in the chair part or. It's the, let me see here. Does this go up? Doesn't this go up? Oh, this went. Yeah. And, but then I have the mouse. And what it is, so when you're clicking the mouse a lot and moving the mouse, because my injury is right below my shoulder blade, the shoulder starts to get inflamed really bad and it really hurts. So, and then I'm in all kinds of pain. So that's the only reason why I don't stream them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them up to be streamed. And if I get down to the last 3 tables of any of the events, then I'll just stream the last three tables. Those are a lot more. It's a lot more fun to stream the last 3 tables anyway,
Yeah. Well, I think it's a good move. I think you're very entertaining. I love your style of play. And if the cards fall for you, you've done pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people watch the streams and they're like, "Oh, look how Mike plays." Oh, blah blah blah. Like they think because I play so tight, right? But how did I make like 3 final tables, like in 2020 on the online? I mean, like it's like so stupid. They don't understand. I mean, you don't have to play crazy. You just got to pick your spots.
You're a professional at what you do. You're not a flash in the pan. Your game's held up for many, many years.
Yeah.
And anybody who's played poker knows that you don't want to be a flash in the pan. You want to. It's a grind.
No shit. 99% of all poker players that I've played poker with over the last 26 years, either went broke or they're out of poker. You know what I'm saying? I've never had another source of income. my whole life, zero. Like every investment I ever made, I lost money on. Everybody I've ever staked, I've lost money. I'm down like 4.2 million staking people. I've made a lot of money playing poker. So, have I been lucky? Sure. I'm blessed, but you don't consistently win year after year after year for many years, because I don't know what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
There's a good semi-poker movie that just came out. It was written and directed by Paul Schrader. He's the guy that did American Gigolo, if you remember back. And he's also known for he was the writer. He wrote Taxi Driver.
Right. I mean,
and,
my documentary will be coming out soon. They just started editing. It's going to be the best poker documentary ever. So I'm just kind of looking here.
Who's directing it?
A guy named Frank Zurillo.
Does he have a poker background?
Yeah, he's done a lot of big stuff. So
yeah. This movie that I just watched, it came out last year. It was called The Card Counter, and it didn't get into too deep into it. We'd like say something like, "Oh, you look at these poker players' online earnings," and he goes, "Yeah, they made millions, but hey, you take any list, and the guy says half of them are underwater." Well, I would say it's probably 3/4 of them are underwater, but that's only the depth they get into the game. But it's not a bad watch.
So I'm looking at this online schedule right now. It's 400 a day, a 500 tomorrow. I started at 3:30, 3,200 high roller on Monday, and
this is GG Poker.
No, this is in Vegas. Then a pot limit Omaha, no limit hold'em turbo deep stack. Let's see, everything's pretty much no limit hold'ems, and they're all $400 or $500 events.
These are online or
yeah,
online or is it
online?
Yeah, you can't play GG Poker because you have to go to Mexico to play, right?
Right. So everything is no limit hold'em. There's no mixed games or nothing. And like I said, they're not actual World Series bracelets. They're online bracelets. I mean, I don't know. They're not worth anything.
You kind of wonder, like down the road, are they going to sort of like put an asterisk beside anybody who's got one?
I think all the cheating going on online, you just got to be insane to play high limit online. I don't give a fuck. People could fucking question me all I want. I mean, it's so easy to fucking cheat online. And I watched it even back in 2006 in the big boom, when the boom happened. Like, I was watching kids walk in with bags of money and couldn't play a lick. I was in 2010. I was in Brazil, and I was there for their big tournament. That was before poker really took off in Brazil. And I set a pre-tournament party at this mansion, and upstairs they had like 400 like computers next to each other. I said, "What are these?" They go, "Oh, we teach online poker here." I'm like, "Yeah, right." They all play in tournaments, and they fucking probably dump chips to each other. I don't know. I don't trust any of it. So, but
yeah, there's nothing like live poker where you can sit down, feel the vibes, look into somebody's eyes, and that's the essence of poker. And online, it catches you for a while, but eventually you realize it's not the same. It's not the same category. It's not the same thing.
Yeah. No, I agree. 100%. So I'm trying to get back in. I took like a month off, and Flash was sick. I just couldn't get myself to play. I played 1 week. I didn't play well. I lost like 24K. And now I'm down like 9,800 this week. I took a brutal beat. King 7 flop. I got 13,000 in with sevens full against King Jack. And we run 2 boards. It came Jack on the turn on the first board, King on the river. So it was a pretty brutal scoop job there. And that's kind of what.
Did you flop the house, or did you?
Yeah, I flopped the full house. I got it all in on the flop. Yeah,
sevens into King 7.
Yeah, I got it all in on the flop too. So pretty unlucky.
I remember doing that at a tournament, and very first hand of the tournament was up at Casino Rama in Ontario, Canada, and the flop was I think king 8. I'm sitting there with pocket 8s. I go all in pre-flop with 3 players, and this guy obviously flopped a king, and the other guy has got the nut flush draw, and the dealer puts down 6-6.
Yeah.
Thank you very fucking much.
Yeah,
And
this
you
was
make-
running it twice. This was pretty much probably one of the worst, if not the worst, I've taken in 2 years. I one time got it all in pre with aces against kings, and the guy hit a king on both boards to get scooped.
That's always nice, isn't it? That's
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, that's a pretty bad beat. Set over set's a bad beat, but I don't call those bad beats. I mean, this is actually a really bad beat, you know? I mean, you got 3 jacks and you got 4 outs once and 3 outs the other, and of course I can hit a 7 too. So, yeah, pretty unlucky.
Do you subscribe? This gives me comfort when I'm playing and I'm not running good. That if you're a good player, you don't need to suck out. You're a good player. You're going to be in there good, and you're going to get more bad beats because you're in there good.
Yeah.
And you're always giving these guys more chances to get lucky, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah. I think I'm playing okay right now. I mean, I'm not really playing great because I haven't been putting in the hours, but I got to work on my game a little bit. I'll be all right.
Do you get many opportunities to go to the Poker Go studio there, or?
Yeah, I
or
get
even-
opportunities. I turn it down a lot of times. Again, it's very tough for me when I get out of the house, and I deal with a lot of pain, So like during the series, I get out of the house and I have my scooter, so I don't really get up and down that much. It's really important for me to have the scooter. I think I need to buy one and to start moving around and getting out of the house a little bit. I definitely a little bit slow today. I've been in a lot of pain, and so I'm kind of lagging a little bit today. But I'm trying to get my energy up, and hopefully next week I'll get out and about.
Well, maybe you could get some inversion boots there and just hang in a door frame.
I don't know. Anyways, I got some other calls. I appreciate the call.
Okay, well, I
You have a
didn't
great
get to tell you
weekend.
my Queen Elizabeth story, but
It's okay.
can I tell it to you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'm 70 years old. I was born in 1952, so
Okay.
around 1958. It would 1 or 2 years. The Queen Elizabeth came to where I lived with my father was a surveyor on the St. Lawrence Seaway, so she came there, and this is a long time ago. And my family dragged me off, and I didn't like crowds, and I didn't want to go and see the Queen, so they dragged me off, and there I was. I was probably less than 100 meters away from the Queen, and I refused to look at her.
Mm-hmm.
I kept my neck twisted around. I wouldn't look at the Queen because I said, "Who the hell is she? Why should I be coming to staring at the Queen?" I couldn't care less who she was. My parents were so pissed off at me, but I never looked at her.
That's funny.
Well, that's what
I mean,
some-
it's gonna be their national anthem is what? God Bless the Queen. Wonder what do they change the national anthem now, or?
Yeah, everything will be changed. Yeah.
Yeah, should be interesting.
Long live the King. Long live the King.
Long live the King. Exactly. Have a great weekend, man. Okay. You like anybody in the NFL this week?
I'm going to be watching obviously Tom Brady and his marital problems and all this. I hope he gets everything straightened out.
Yeah,
I hope
he'll be fine.
Because I think Vegas has still got him as number 2.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And of course Buffalo, they've got number 1.
Yeah, I know.
You had your shoelaces tied up there on that first game, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, I actually had Buffalo, and I changed my mind because I listened to some talking heads.
Buffalo.
Buffalo's going to win it. Buffalo's going to win it all. I don't see how they don't.
They could if they get lucky. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, my man. Take care. Have a good one.
They got the quarterback,
All right,
and they got a great coach.
Take care.
Okay.
Later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really, Brandon, you're right. I'm really struggling today. I'm slow. It's like I'm not moving. I'm like in slow motion today. I don't know why. But I need to get myself a little bit more motivated. Anyway, let's take some more calls.
This guy's been calling a lot.
Okay. What's up?
Hey, Mike, how you doing?
Good. Welcome to Mouthpiece. What are you up to?
I heard you talking about two things: the differences between online poker and live poker, and the pain that you were experiencing when you're sitting at home playing online. And I wanted to share with you that I experienced some physical pain sitting in a chair for a long time.
Right.
And I wanted to maybe compare and contrast the types of pain we're experiencing.
Yeah. Well, my pain is always in my shoulder, because below my shoulders where they had the my surgery, and so when I go back and forth and I click on, believe it or not, like when I click the mouse, click, 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 that little trigger in my index finger shoots like pain into my shoulder. I know it sounds crazy and stupid.
No, shooting pain. I can totally relate to shooting pain. Like when I play live poker, there's like a shooting pain through my eardrums whenever the players try to talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
And they tell me like bad beat stories, and it's like a shooting pain between my ears all the way down my spinal cord.
Yeah.
And all the way down into my back.
Yeah. And the problem is like he was sitting here, like, okay, so we've been sitting here for about an hour, and I literally have got a shooting pain down my leg and into my foot. And this is what I deal with all the time. And I'm looking at this WSOP online bracelet event, and I'm thinking to myself, do I really want to go to this? I mean, do I really want to sit and play this, or do I want to kind of watch the UFC and watch the late football game? You know what I'm saying? Now, I could lay in my bed and do it, but, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm really lagging today. Well, this is the first day I really agree with Brandon. I'm lagging. I'm like...
Was Brandon the previous caller?
No, he's just a guy in my chat. But, I mean, I usually have a lot of energy.
That guy would not shut up.
Yeah. I mean, I usually have a lot of energy, and, like, right now...
Me too.
I'm talking to you.
I usually have a lot of energy. But that previous
you say I'm fine?
Was really causing some shooting pain.
Danny says I'm fine today. I don't know. I feel like I'm lagging a little bit.
So what about the Queen?
The Queen. God bless the Queen. That's what I got to say.
The Queen. Why do Americans care so much about the Queen of England? We fought the American Revolution to free ourselves from that bitch 260 years ago. And here we are, still crying about the Queen. How about instead of crying, we throw some more tea in the Boston Harbor and burn some stamps?
Well, listen, she did a lot of good for the world, you know. Everybody has met her, said she was an amazing woman. So, you know, the Queen of England passing away would be 10 times bigger than if Obama would have passed away in office. Now, I mean, to me, Obama was nothing president, you know.
Whoa. You can't say that. You're a racist.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. I can't say that. I can't say anything negative or else I'm a racist. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, thanks for telling me. I forgot the ruls. Thanks. Yep, I forgot the rules. I was watching this left wing put out this video. If Trump's so innocent, how come no lawyers are running to defend him? Well, every lawyer that's ever defended him, they've either put in jail or destroyed their lives. Who would want their lives? The Democrats and the FBI, they're out for blood against conservatives. So.
Right. Who's going to defend him when the FBI is going to come kick their door in and turn their office
The FBI came
and
took down every one of Trump's lawyers, right? So why would you ever want your life destroyed, you know? And it's a shame what's gone on in the political spectrum. I'll say it to the day I die, that even though I'm not as big a Trump supporter as I used to be, everything the Democrats say the Republicans are is what they are. Period. You know,
Even
they're the
racist.
racist. They're the ones that use race to start race bait fucking wars in the street. They're every time there's before an election. Let's see, what are we now? About 2 months out. I'm sure there'll be a race baiting fucking all over the news that they'll start to get them angry. That's what they do. They don't care about black people. They don't care about anybody. They care about their power, and that's it. I mean, that's just...
Yeah, the only reason they care about black people is because black people are allowed to vote.
Yeah, and the truth of the matter...
If it was back like 60 years ago or 80 years ago when black people weren't allowed to vote,
they wouldn't
the
give
Democrats
a fuck.
wouldn't give a fuck about the black.
Of course they wouldn't. Of course they wouldn't. And the thing is they're, you know...
And women used to not be able to vote.
I know. Well, you know, I can't say anything. They'll call me a sexist.
Well, we've already gone down that rabbit hole.
You got to watch what you say, you know. You got to watch what you say. But listen, I've had a lot of girlfriends in my lives, and I tell you, women, when they get on, it's true, they want to like compare them equality, but women and men are two different people. I mean, they get them hormones going, and they're fucking crazy, man. You know, so...
You talking about black people?
No, women, when their hormones get
going.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Black people.
Oh, yeah.
You think black people's got hormones? Go to check. Come on, man. Now you sound like a racist, actually. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, so, you know, women make emotional decisions. They don't make smart decisions because they're very emotional creatures, you know, and that's because of the hormones they have, right. You know. Their hormones go off the charts once a month. So, you know, one of the biggest problems in the world, I said it before, is people make too many emotional decisions instead of rational decisions. Like, they emotionally cannot stand the things that Trump says, but they don't think of the rational things like he did to make the country a better place. If
like
Trump
building the wall,
wall. How about the fact
to keep the illegal aliens out?
Well, how about the fact that I remember they were like screaming, "We're not wasting $8 billion. What a waste of money, right? To secure the fucking border. Waste of money, $8 billion. They're fucking writing out checks for trillions. 3.5 trillion, 2.4 trillion, 789 billion, 480. I mean, they make it sound like it's like it's pennies. Truth
of
the matter,
think about Governor Abbott, the governor of Texas, putting the illegals on a bus and sending them to Washington?
And how about the fact they're going crazy? Like you ask yourself, what world are they in? That these people have to deal with this on hundreds of thousands of them at their border and in their towns, and they're worried about a couple busloads of them.
Well,
pretty funny.
The problem that only a couple busloads cause, and they can't imagine how much destruction several 100,000 of them could cause.
You know, like some of the things you ask yourself, some of the things they say, you say to yourself, are these people that sick? But I don't think they're sick. I think they're brainwashed. I don't know how else to explain it, because like what looks cut and dry to me and you, like 1 + 1 is 2, to them 1 + 1 is like 7. It's just like nothing makes sense. And
they're just hormonal.
And the things that we do, they think that we think that what we think is 1 + 1 is 7. So, like I said on the show a couple weeks ago, there's the poison and the fruit. You have the crazies on each side, 15%, the QAnons, the Antifa, the leftists, the nutballs, and then you have the 35% on each side. Somewhere on each side, if you're able to debate and have a debate with each part of the 35%, they're going to find probably half of what we think is right is wrong, and half of what they think is right is wrong. And I call it separating the poison from the fruit. And if you are able to have a good dialogue and not get censored, and when you tell things that are the truth, you're able to separate the poison from the fruit. Even like Brandon on here, who's like a crazy leftist, you know, if I'm able to actually sit down and us discuss different things without saying, this guy's evil or this guy's evil, you know, that's just, when you say that, that's an emotional response. Like if I'm able to say, if I say, Biden's the worst president of all time. Okay, that's a fair statement. If I say Biden is the brain dead from dementia, that's a fair statement. But if I say, well, Biden's done nothing good for the country, he's the worst ever, that's an emotional statement. That's like saying, oh, Trump's the worst. That's an emotional statement. You see what I'm trying to say? And if it comes with everything in life, if you always, when you have more good than bad, that's when your poll numbers are not even just your poll numbers, but even in your relationships, right? You're in a relationship, it's a 50-50 relationship, right? Well, when each side sees 55% good and 45% bad, or 60% good and 40% bad, now you have a good relationship. But when each side sees 45% good and 55% bad, that's when relationships start to fall apart. You see what I'm saying? And so everything is about debate and compromise, separating the poison from the fruit. And if you're able
here's one thing we can't compromise on is the fairness of our elections.
I agree.
And what are the chances that our election, the next one, gets rigged just as bad or worse than the last one was?
I agree. That's why they're
going to happen again.
Well, that's why they push scare tactics. Okay.
Of course, it's not even scary. It's true.
Well,
of course,
I mean, they're probably in
the election got fucked up.
They're probably in 2 weeks they're gonna fucking say there's another virus that's gonna kill millions of people if you go out and vote. You must put your mail-in ballots in. That's probably what they'll say. But the thing of the matter is you can't talk like that anymore. It's so funny. They're like, they want to say that, oh, you're election deniers. But the Democrats in 2016 and 2019, it was Russia. Trump's an illegitimate president. That they stole the election. What they must think people are stupid. Like, maybe people are. But like, I have a brain that can remember more than a week in the past. And my brain's pretty dead. And I can tell you right now, the Democrats cried Russia, and stole an election for 3.5 years. So give me a fucking break, man.
The Democrats accused Russia of meddling in our election through social media and making advertisements for one side more than the other.
Think about it, stupid.
Okay, meddling and straight rigging the election are totally different. Losing a whole dumpster.
You mean like the FBI calling all the social media companies to take the Hunter Biden laptop story down and call it Russia disinformation when they had the laptop for a year and they knew everything on it was
American
true?
Disinformation.
That's rigging the election. So
no shit.
Anyways. All right, man. I think I might have another call. It's getting late. I want to watch some football. Thanks for calling. And who you like this weekend? You like anybody?
The Patriots, of course.
All right. They're my favorite team.
Gotta go. Bye.
Later. Peace. All right. We got another call? Yeah. All right. Let's get another call. God, time flies by. I can't believe we've been on over an hour and 5 minutes already. Hour and 10 minutes. Hey, welcome to Mouthpiece. What's up?
Awesome. Good. Doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Having a good week. With tough weeks since Flash passed away, but I'm getting better as the days go by. And poker's been a little bit rough this week. I've been a little bit slow this week mentally, but overall, I'm feeling pretty good. Can't complain.
All right, man. Am I on the show now?
You are.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, I've been a big fan, and I've started playing 92 in Maristar in St. Louis and played ever since. But I got a big question for you. I think you're the best person to answer this. And one of your players that always plays on your site is a buddy of mine at work.
Okay.
And I want to set this up for you. And get your honest advice for this guy.
Okay.
All right.
He plays at my home game?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you would know him, but I don't want to say who it is.
Okay.
All right. So he makes, decent amount over six figures, has a very solid job, but is bored. And he's been playing poker seriously for, maybe 10 years, maybe 7 years. studied hard and uses Little's website.
You sure he plays? In my room, man? We don't have anybody that has a clue in our room.
Well, you're gonna guess, so don't guess. So he, now here's the thing. He wants to break off and do it full time.
No
he makes money, but
I don't care who he is. Don't do it. Poker's
the
worst.
I know.
Poker is a miserable life.
I mean, I've played for 30 years. I know I can make 10 or $15 an hour, but that's ridiculous, right? I'm not going to quit my day job for that.
Exactly.
But he's convinced that he can, and my point is, the only way you're going to make money at poker, and live a decent life, unless you want to, unless you're fine making McDonald's wages, you need to have a couple $1 million to play in big games and select games.
No, you don't need that much money. You need 100,000. You need 100,000 where you can play in games where you win or lose 5,000 a day and you make a good living. You don't need $2 million or nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true? You can start with a bankroll of $100,000.
Fuck! I fucking played I've played on bankrolls of 10,000. I play.
You've got people. You're a celebrity.
I play in a game where you win or lose 10 or 20 a day right now, and my bankroll's not that big. You know what I mean? Fuck my bank.
But you've got backers. He doesn't have any backers.
Honestly, if you're a good player, if you're a solid player, right? 100,000's plenty. If you 100,000 bankroll, you play 2-5 or 5-10, right?
That's what he'd have to start
if you're
at,
playing 5-10, you're just not going to lose more than 5-10, 300 big blinds. 300 big blinds is $3,000 a day. If you know how many losing sessions you have to lose $100,000. Think about that.
But it could be 50 losing. It could be 10 losing sessions.
You lose 10 in a row. You lose 300 big blinds 10 times in a row. That's 30,000. Okay. You still got lots of fucking money. If you're playing 5 and 10 and going through over 100,000, you better reevaluate your poker game.
Yeah, you're killing me. I put it this way: I play. Make anywhere,
I play 10. I play 10.
Gonna...
I play 10, 20, 40, and if I've only lost 100,000 straight once. I lost 130, and 50 of it I gave away. Okay, so technically, like if I played perfect, I would have during that horrible losing streak, I would have lost 80.
All right, back up. I'm saying, can he make a decent living and not? He's not used to living on $30,000 a year. He's got to live.
Okay, so if he wants to make a couple 100,000 a year, okay, and that's what, 20 a month. I think you should have yourself 200,000 bankroll. You'll be fine.
$200,000.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
If he's
so
good.
100,000.
If he's good, but you say, but wait a minute, you say he plays in my home game, and we don't have any good players in our home game, so. I'm a little bit.
Yeah, you do. You got one. We got
one. I know. I know who it is. It's my. It's probably my Chinese friend. So he's the only guy that knows how to play worth a shit. No, it's the truth. He's solid. I think if he plays full time, I wouldn't give up my job. I would play. I would play a lot more. I would play a lot more hours. And he's not even that. He's just a solid player. He plays just straightforward. That's really, But once you start playing higher, you're going to be playing against people that are pulling a lot of bluffs. They're going to be putting you in a lot of tough spots. You know what I'm saying? Our game is the softest game in the world. And if you haven't signed up for my home game, email mouthpoker@yahoo.com.
I've played your home game.
Yeah, email mouthpoker@yahoo.com. $250 in chips.
I'm really not that good because I don't have the patience. I just end up donking off my money.
Listen, we have an old say. We have a lot of people playing our game. They just play for enjoyment, But
but
the truth of the matter is
And I was dating this girl about a year ago, and I was messing with her because she was down like $400 in my home game, and I'm like, well, if you can't beat my home game, you better never play poker again. And she went berserk. You know what I mean? And but I mean, I was just being serious. You know. I mean, our game's pretty soft, but we keep it soft. And we give back to people that are losing. We give back as much money as we can. I don't make any money off of our home game. I do it for the fans.
I doubt you do.
You know, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I probably make a couple $1,000 a month. You know, but I mean, that's like, I mean, that's peanuts. You know, it's like it's not really. I do it because listen, we have 5 or 6 people that love to play every day. And then we get the
like the tournament the other day where you added $4,000 on top. I mean, you know, you're not making money doing that.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you know, it ended up being a losing proposition. We had the wrong kind of people won, and you know, it's kind of ends up being a real waste of money. And it really kind of bothered me because I really was trying hard to restart the room and get it really popping again. And you know, but you know, we'll see. I have a partner of mine that's supposed to influx about 10 or 12 new players into the game on a regular basis. So, you know, we'd like to have the game going. I really would like to see it 9-handed for 6-7 hours a day instead of you know, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's super solid. I enjoy playing when I haven't played for a while, but I'll play again. But circle back to this question though, because I want him to be very clear about what your opinion is. If he's got $100,000 bankroll, what do you think a reasonable, and he's a solid player, and if he applies good risk management, so doesn't give him games. You know,
if we're talking,
what's his annual take? What's his annual take?
I'm sure we're talking about the same person because there's just not that many people. I mean, he's going to play 5-10. He's going to make 100 or 10 a month. I mean, that's what 120 a year. I mean, if he can't make 10,000. If he can't make 10,000
tomorrow, he's going to quit tomorrow with that advice.
I mean, he's good enough to make 10,000 a month. I mean, I could teach a blind person to make 10,000 a month. I mean, you don't really need to be very good to make 10,000 a month. I mean, I play in $1-3 games that you win that people lose. I mean, I play in a 3-6-12 game online where people are losing 10,000-15,000 a day. You know, you're talking about 10,000 a month. Shit, if he couldn't make 10,000
I play in all the
month.
New Orleans home. I play in all the New Orleans home games and Harrah's and you know. In New Orleans, and it's a pretty soft market down here.
Cowboy plays in our game, plays in New Orleans. He does really good down there. He makes a lot of money.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's just he's a solid player, you know.
Yeah, I know. So so I don't want to talk about who it is, but the point that I'm making is that you know with $100K you're going to risk. If you're trying to make $100K with $100K, you have a serious risk of going broke if you have run bad
I disagree.
For extended period.
I disagree. If you're playing 5 and 10, if you're playing 5 and 10 and you have money management, okay, I don't know how you could lose 100,000 playing 5 and 10 no limit.
Well, you know better than I do. So
I lost. I mean, like I said, I play a 10, 20, 40 game that plays about as big as 50 and 100. My biggest losing streak was 130. 50 of it I gave away. So basically, my biggest losing streak's like 80,000. I play pretty conservative. I buy in for 200 big blinds. I don't lose more than 400 big blinds in a day, so 15K, 20K tops. Okay. So the most I ever lose is 20K tops, and I have good money management. You're talking about a game where the most you're going to lose in a day is 5,000. If you're losing 100,000, that means that means you have 20 more losing days than winning days in a month or in a cycle. You could run bad, but I'm sorry, you just can't run that bad. I mean.
No, but it's just a matter of having more losing days than winning days over the course of a extended period of time.
You got to be listen. It took me a while to get back on my feet where I'm comfortable, right? And I got a pretty good bankroll.
I lose 20,000. I quit for the day. It doesn't even affect me mentally. I go back in, I play.
Right.
If I lose 20, it doesn't affect me mentally. Okay. Now I'd have to lose 20 up to like 200 for it to start affecting me. That's fucking 10 losing days. If I lost that many days in a row, boy, I'd really have to reevaluate my game, So, I mean, if it's just one of the people who there's only a few good players that are real that I could consider that could make a living playing poker in our game, and I think 100. If it's any of the two people we're talking about, 100,000 would be plenty.
There you go. Well, I won't argue.
But don't tell him to quit his job. Don't tell him to quit his job, man. Enjoy playing poker. Don't make it your life.
He can always go
playing poker for as long as he can always go back to his job. Then fucking go play poker and enjoy your life, But if you're gonna give up your job and you lose 150,000, and then you have to go back and you have no job, then don't quit your job.
No, he's a brilliant engineer, and he can always have a job. But so hey, on a different topic, Mike, I think we're about the same age, and have you tried a steak diet or a high protein diet with nothing else and just done that for like 3 months? You ever do that?
I have back in the day, but I haven't in a long time. I've actually put on about 10 or 12 pounds since the series ended because I've been lazy as fuck, laying in bed every fucking day and eating ice cream and fucking pizza. But other than that,
well, for fuck's sake, man. I mean, go back on the protein. Just force yourself to do it. I have a feeling all the inflammation and pain that you're experiencing might really help.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man.
Man.
I got to get myself motivated to start playing again. When Flash got sick and everything after the World Series, I just didn't want to play. And I thought I played well this week. I just got really unlucky. So hopefully I'll get even book a win for the week. So we'll see what happens.
I want to see you on Hustler more.
Yeah, I got an invite to play any day of the week, whenever I want. So they asked me to come down this week. I told them wasn't sure.
Those games are getting so wild. I think it's an incredible time to be able to get into that game now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to play in the big game. I don't want to swing 200,000, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday game there, it's like it's free money. So
yeah, I would love to see you more on it. So thanks a lot, Mike.
You got it, man.
Really enjoyed
Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Later.
Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. All right, let's do one more phone call. And we'll take one more phone call. Nobody's giving me any of their picks for the week. I guess I'll have to come up with my own. Yeah, it was a good chat with that guy.
Hello?
What's up? Welcome to Mouthpiece. It's Mike.
Hey, what's up, Mike?
How you doing?
I'm good. Wow, no, I can't believe I'm actually on the thing. Wow.
So what's going on, man? You ready for the NFL tomorrow?
I don't actually watch. I'm actually located in Canada. I don't watch much American football.
Oh, okay. I think isn't there a UFC fight in Canada tonight? Or was that last week?
Well, I mean, it's in Las Vegas, but yeah, no, I am going to watch UFC tonight.
Yeah, they switched everything around, so I don't even know who the heck is fighting, all because a guy couldn't make weight. How do you not make weight?
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I mean, even I used to make weight when I made weight loss bets. I mean, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
You just sit there and you go on cayenne pepper lemonade fucking diet, and for 2 days you don't eat anything, and you sit in a jacuzzi and you lose like 18 pounds.
Yeah, no, weight loss. Weight loss is a funny thing, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
Are you still trying to lose weight, Mike?
And I lost a lot. Now I'm gaining a little bit back. I'm looking at myself. I was really skinny. Now I'm getting my stomach back, but I'm gonna kind of work on it.
Yeah, I went from 150 pounds to 220 in a year, which happened to be the year where I got super into poker. Not like I'm blaming the game for it or anything. Yeah. Most of it's my fault, but like, you know what I mean.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. So, what's been going on? You playing much poker lately or no?
Yeah, no, I'm 18 years old, probably much younger compared to the rest.
Oh,
of
you're a
fans.
baby. You're a baby.
Yes, essentially. I've been playing on. I live in Canada, so I have all the good sites available. Trying to, and then I became a winning player, and like I'm doing pretty good at some of these online tournaments and stuff.
Oh,
but
good.
like, there's still. I think there's still. I only play tournaments, by the way. I still think there's like leaks in my game. Do you know like? Are there any good training sites that you would recommend? Like, I know them all, but like, I don't know how many are like great or like not.
I mean, I really like Jonathan Little's site. I think he does a great job. I think it's called Poker Coaching. What's Jonathan Little's site called?
PokerCoaching.com.
Yeah. I think he does a really good job. He's a good friend of mine. He works real hard. I think that any young person that wants to be a winning player, and if they play online. I mean, if you listen to what they say, you're going to make money playing online poker, But online poker's not. From what I've heard, the online games have really dried up. They're really tough now. So I don't know. I'm fortunate to play in a game that's pretty good, but even the game I'm in is not anywhere close to as good as it used to be. So. So many people can only lose so much money, and the best players are going to win all the money. It's just the way it is. It's just the way poker is. That's why.
What's your opinion on American sites that aren't completely regulated but like are still generally fine, like
ACR
Ignition or America or ACR or Ignition?
I mean, I'm good friends with Phil Nagy, who's the CEO of ACR. I mean, people want to make up shit and say a lot of bad things, but he works real hard, and he's a straight-up guy. I think he's a good guy. I think ACR's fine. It's funny, Joe Ingram likes to put, oh, look what I did versus the ACR bots. And I'm thinking to myself, so, like, you really believe you're playing against bots, but you're on here playing? They don't really believe it. They just say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, people will make up.
But Phil Nagy's gone out of his way to get rid of the cheating, get rid of the RTAs, get rid of the bots, Me personally, I would never play high-stakes poker on an online site. My private game that I play in are all people we know that all have a lot of money that we don't have to worry about people getting stiffed or people cheating. But even our game in the last 2 years, we have found 2 cheaters. We found cheating. People were ghosting. People. So even when you're dealing with rich people that you never thought would ever do anything like that, we've found a couple. So, when there's big money involved, people do a lot of things for money.
Yeah, no, I tried to a couple months ago join your online home game, but like there's no Cash App in Canada, so am I kind of screwed then?
No, we have Venmo now again, I think.
Oh, that's also not Canadian.
Oh, that's not Canadian. You just only have PayPal, huh?
Yeah, PayPal or e-transfer, but like I use that.
You know what? You could write an email to my assistant at mouthpoker@yahoo.com. Tell him you talk to me on the show, and see if we do a few transfers with PP, but it's we had a very bad situation with PayPal at one point. So they're a bunch of thieves and they're criminals, and they like to steal people's money. So we try not to deal with that very much. But if it's a small amount, see if he can see what he says, and if he's able to, he can. If he's not, he's not.
All right. Yeah, and just another question is, do you think sites like classic sites like Party or like PokerStars or like GG Poker will ever come to America, or America can play with other countries in the world, or do you think America?
Yeah, I think that's coming soon. I mean, I don't. Everything was done for everything's for political purposes. I tell the story, and the reason why I don't really like World Series of Poker.com or try to give them much action is they were
they hated the fact that Poker Stars and Full Tilt and the players had a big amount of money they were making. And we donated a lot of money to a certain political person, a guy named Harry Reid, who is no longer alive, a typical Democrat. And then Harris went around and gave them even more money, and they backstabbed us, because that's what politicians do. And then we ended up with all the online sites getting shut down in 2011. So, everything's political. All the politicians are corrupt on both sides. And that's everywhere and all over the world. So, when you deal with corrupt politicians, you have to deal with bullshit, But Bitcoin's a good way to. Do you have Bitcoin?
Yeah, I have Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin's the best way to transfer money. To be honest with you.
For your online site?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. For sure. I'll let you know about that.
Yeah. Just let my assistant Ben know that you talked to me. We basically try anybody who has Bitcoin. It is a smaller. We play basically a $1-2 game, so it's really small. So most people that play small like that don't have Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's actually by far the easiest way to deal with things. So.
Yeah, for sure. And also, even like when you're playing on like unregulated sites and stuff, I think Bitcoin is preferred over like the bank transfer. Bitcoin's pretty good for poker.
Well, we were opening in 2013 called Get Lucky Poker. We were going to fund it on Bitcoin. I had my life threatened by people. I had Bitcoin at $27 a coin. And all the poker people who threatened my life, they all got rich off Bitcoin, as they called me a scammer. So that's my Bitcoin story. Everybody has a Bitcoin story. So
yeah, that's tough, man.
It is what it is.
Really sorry to hear that.
All right, my man. I'm going to go watch some football. I appreciate the call, and give us a call. We're going to be...
For sure. Am I the last caller of the night?
You are the last caller of the night. We are going
All right, that's
to...
pretty cool.
We are going
Mike,
to...
I'm pretty young, but I've actually been a huge fan just by like rewatching your old stuff. I think you're a really cool and funny guy, and I'm happy to talk to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you calling the show, and we'll be it's either going to be Thursday or Saturday. I'll let you know, but we're going to be every weekend. We're not going to be missing any weeks. So
sure.
All right, my man. Thanks so much. All right. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, guys. I'm going to be streaming a lot of these online events if I can. If I get deep in any of them, I'm going to have my man Danny come over and we'll stream them. Football starts tomorrow. My play of the week and number one play is Seattle Monday night plus 6.5. And another week of the Mouthpiece is over. I appreciate you all for listening in. Good show this week. Lots of good callers. I appreciate you all very much. Brandon, fucking get out of your left-wing bubble. Anyways, love you all. Have a good one. I'll see you all next week on the Mouthpiece. God bless you all. Take care.
The Mouthpiece.